go on with a little bit more with the AEW bigger news. Second biggest news was they released a bunch of talent. Not a bunch. It was like 10 people, 9 people. And the reason why this really spoke out because wrestlers get released all the time. It's really sad, for them, their income, families, with their careers. We want them all to be successful elsewhere, and they're all free agents, and we hope they find success. But what's really interesting was this was I was wondering is they releasing talent considered is this best for business or is this a broken promise? And the reason why I asked, oh, is this a broken promise, is because Tony Khan in the very beginning has always stated that he would not release talent. If you're assigned to a 3-year deal, you're there for 3 years. 1 year, you're there for 1 year. We'll renew, we will negotiate. If we part ways, we part ways. But that was always the belief was always he was telling us that that's what happened. But here's the thing with AEW decided to reach a number of talent due to evaluating their talent roster and making cuts to benefit both the company and the talents. So do you feel that that was the right move to make, Danny?
So, I mean, to answer to your first question, is it business or is it broken promises? It's 100% both. Because I think Tony Khan put himself in a situation where, again, this goes back to CM Punk, saying that Tony Khan doesn't know what he's doing. I think he's throwing a lot of money to people because he knows their talent, he knows there's potential, and he could use them for something. And he's spending so much money. And I think he still doesn't understand that business aspect of it just yet. So I think now either somebody approached him or he's just realizing now that like, oh shit, I spent too much money. I need to start making cuts. So, I mean, I do believe it is business. I think it was right to start cutting some people. Unfortunately, like I don't want anyone to lose their job, but I think cutting people would be the right move. So that way they can focus on a smaller roster of people, a smaller amount of staff, save some money, of course, things like that. And further to that point is that a lot of the people, again, not an insult. Like I'm sure a lot of these wrestlers and a lot of these staff, they have fans. There's nothing wrong with it, but a lot of these people were not being used, and a lot of these people I barely know them. Like I know maybe a few, they were probably in Ring of Honor and stuff like that. I know of them, but they were not money makers. They were not gonna be the ones to attract me to turn on the television or my computer screen and stream their content and stuff. Like, it's understandable that they had to go.
Right. Very, very true. And then also just to counterpoint, not to dump on AEW. Remember when AEW was launching and becoming very successful? What did WWE do as a response? They gobbled all of the indie talent, even those that they didn't use, in order to like block people from going to AEW. So just to like balance, like nobody's harping, beating down on AEW. WWE did the same tactic as well. I think that when you have people like Mercedes Moné, Okada, that's a lot of money. Where is that money coming from? Especially, again, I'm not sitting through your financial papers, but you're not pulling in that audience that you did during the high times. So I agree with talent does need to be cut. A lot of these people are from Ring of Honor, and I'm kind of wondering, was Ring of Honor kind of not a mistake purchase, but I feel like it's being really underutilized. And I'm just wondering, will this soon go on the back burner? Because no, it doesn't have any streaming deal. It has a streaming deal, but it's like on Fight TV and maybe Bleacher Report. It's nothing that's really huge right now. It's not on TV. HBO Max, we're still waiting for that for like the past 20 years. Are they going to put any AEW programming aside from the reality TV show on there? So I was wondering if it's sustainable at this point. Do you feel that it's sustainable?
Ring of Honor or AEW, you mean?
No, Ring of Honor. I think yeah, because as we know, as CM Punk said, as long as Tony keeps putting money in it, it'll be sustainable.
I mean, I mean, it can go both ways. It could be completely neglected. I would try to like understand what Tony Khan's mindset was for even purchasing the company at all, but like maybe he was trying to turn Ring of Honor into like their version of NXT, like development for them, so they can move them up to like the actual brand or something. But he's not utilizing it properly, if at all. And I think if it keeps on going down that rabbit hole of him spending all this money on these big names, and I was I was venting on Twitter very often about Mercedes Moné being AEW bound, and apparently she's the highest paid woman wrestler right now, like more so than Charlotte Flair, because I guess Khan wanted her. And I love Monet. She's amazing. And I think whatever money she gets, she deserves. But what upsets me was that I was expecting her to blow up big for the first month or two, maybe 3, and then she's gone. I guarantee you she's not going to be utilized properly. Same thing with Okada. Same thing with what's his name? I don't think they're going to be utilized properly. They're not. They're gonna make it big. They're gonna bring some big ratings for the first couple months, and then they're gonna disappear because Tony Khan doesn't know what he's doing, and he's gonna find the new next shiny thing, and then they're gonna get overshadowed. But they got their money, so who cares?
Yeesh. Do you believe that it was right that she stated that she'll go back to WWE?
Well, she's already said she'll 100% go back. Like she said that this is her time in AEW. She understands that it's not going to be forever, and she'll be back in WWE. She said so herself. How long that's going to take, that's up for debate, is really the question. Like I honestly give it 6 months. Look at Paige. Paige showed up. I was excited for her coming back. Like she was given that comeback just like Edge did when he first came back, and it was great. It was amazing. And what is she doing now?
Jeez. Well, but oh dear. Here's why I think Mercedes could be okay and not fall into the Paige Edge situationship. They did market Mercedes with her movies. And because it is tied to Warner Brothers Discovery, it was very weird, by the way, seeing Warner Brothers Discovery advertise a Disney show. But she could be utilized in that aspect, where they do that crossover with more movies with Mercedes tied into AEW. So maybe that's something.
Yeah.
Even though they did have Edge, and Edge, is on that Disney show, the Percy Jackson, which is very big and very popular. He was Hercules, I believe. And he was Ares, sorry. And they didn't really utilize that. So that would have been nice to see. So yes, by the way, just the names that were cut were the boys, which is from the Dalton boys. We had Dasha, who was the ring announcer, commentary. She did Spanish commentary as well. Jose, the assistant. Jora Johnny, I probably pronounced that wrong. Anthony Henry, Gravity, Stu Grayson, that double whammy there. Jeez. Parker Bardot and Slim J, which that was at Slim J too. But we'll see what happens, and it's currently unknown if they will be cutting more names on the roster. So there could be more cuts ahead. So much for that statement of, I'll sign you to that contract, and it's done and over with. They don't have that safety net anymore. And this is all of everyone who was released there. Right now, we don't know. There isn't any non-compete, because, why give them a no non-compete when you didn't even do that to Punk? That makes no sense. So